and welcome to Access Sportsnet Dodgers, brought to you by your Southern California Toyota dealers. I'm Kirsten Watside alongside Dontrell D-Train Willis. And D-Train, listen, we've talked about it. We've got Shohei Ohtani coming up for the second time this season, likely a shorter outing, but you got to be excited.
Well, you know what? It's just the bottom line of him being able to have a chance to be able to build up. That's all I care about. Just build up, continue to stay healthy, and be able to throw strikes.
Don't you love how he's not Clayton Kershaw, clearly?
No.
Because Kershaw had been all the way out there doing his routine.
Already, touching the wall already, you know what I mean? Kicking his leg up in the air. But Shohei Ohtani, he knows the pace. He knows how many pitches you need to throw.
He's like, listen, I have to conserve energy. I got to go out there and hit the ball, too. Batting leadoff? Listen, lots to do. But let's take a look at who Dave Roberts is sending out there for the finale of this game against the Nationals. Of course, Shohei Ohtani will pitch and bat leadoff. Mookie Betts is batting second, followed by Freddie Freeman, Max Muncy, Andy Pages is starting in right field, Tommy Edmonds playing at second, and Hae-Sung Kim in center with Michael Conforto, who's going to be batting eighth and playing in left field. Well, Dalton Rushing is going to be catching for Shohei and batting ninth. So, D-Train, what sticks out to you about this lineup today?
You know what? I want to get my bad man Freddie Freeman going. I mean, he's hitting 197 this month with 0 home runs in 19 ball games. I want to send him some positive juju, if I will. You know what? He looked a little down, looked a little frustrated in that locker, in that interview. I think he's going to score up some baseballs. Very important, and he's still one of the best bat-to-ball hitters in all of baseball. I think he's going to have a monster game today.
Yeah, we know he's been grinding, but hopefully he will be able to lock it in soon because he's been searching for it. But with more on Shohei's second start of the season, of course, important to remind ourselves he's still building up. But here's what Dave Roberts had to say earlier with the media.
Certainly the anticipation is kind of, you know, we've done that. The first one came out of it fine. Today, I think it'll be a lot more, as you said, normalcy. Excited to see him throw the baseball. Expected to be a lot more, efficient, better pitch making. Yeah, we'll see. But I'm not sure if it's going to be 1 or 2 innings. But yeah, it's going to be a fun day.
Whatever your bumpers are, without revealing too much, is there any room to be convinced for him to do more, or if he feels great, or are you sticking to hard and fast rules here?
I think right now it's more hard and fast. And then, as we kind of build more of a foundation, then there'll be some latitude. But, yeah.
Was there any consideration about not having him bat leadoff today?
You know, I asked him before his last start, and he said that he's completely fine with hitting leadoff, doesn't want to change. And so I think right now we'll stay status quo, but, you know, coming out of this one, he could say maybe, you know, it might make more sense to, you know, hit second or third or fourth, but right now we'll remain status quo.
We are sitting at the edge of our seats waiting for Shohei Ohtani to come out. We swear he's on the mound today. I mean, I swear it's not just projected. He's going to be out there getting the start for the Dodgers. What do you want to see from him in this one today, D-Train?
You know what? Just mound presence, a little better command, but you had to expect nerves, man. It's been years since he's touched the mound, and so he was super excited. Talking to Dave Roberts, he says he is the one that's spearheading all of this, and so the mechanics of it looked like his front side was a little bit too strong, that we like the velocity, but when you feel too strong on the mound, Kirsten, your command starts to be all over the place. And so, but I love the shape of his pitches. I love the movement of his pitches. And so I'm going to expect more of the same. But it's not just about the pitches. It's also about the up downs as well. That's as important. So that's why I want to start to see him be able to have a chance to try to get 2 innings, 3 innings, and build up that way. Relearn how to warm up. And also, you have 99 in the back pocket, but try to throw strikes and get some soft contact early, being able to throw 95, 96, so you can be more efficient, so you can go deeper in the ballgame as well.
Exactly. And efficiency, that is going to be key for him today. You know what? We are learning things. It's only his second start with the Dodgers, and we are going to get down what his routine is going to be.
He's trying to
maybe
get it
by
done.
the third start.
Yeah, he's trying to get his routine down, because that was the one thing about me. It didn't take a lot for me to warm up, especially in day games. It's warmer out. I already know my sequence. I've been working on my mechanics, so I'm just going to take as much time as I can to be able to stay in that cooler locker room, like we're in this cooler confines as well. And so he's got to be perfectly fine to be out there to warm up. But the one thing, you're in a situation, you don't want to get out there and all of a sudden you start rushing to be able to. So, but yeah, he came out the Ohtani cave. He came out the Ohtani cave.
Now we know.
Yeah,
he snuck through the
stuff.
bullpen.
Absolutely. So he's super excited, man, and he's still one of the best players, if not the best player all around in baseball. But I just want to continue to see him build up and really build up in confidence and really start to put together some good sequences of pitches.
I will say there's not a lot of stairs in the dugout or in the clubhouse now, so maybe that was it.
Yeah,
maybe anyone else there. He's back and he's ready, and there he is for his second start of this season. So, Dontrell, what do you expect from him today?
You know what? Just better mound presence, hopefully better command of the fastball. He's going to need it against Abrams and Woods because they're going to be hunting very early in the count. Also, sequencing, throwing the fastball and then playing off that split finger, also using the secondary slider as well. And so just having more fun. And so I kind of expected his first down that he was going to have a lot of nerves. Also, the last thing I'm watching is the velocity. If he's able to continue to hold that velocity, that will be a plus in Dave Roberts in the front office mind. And if he's able to throw 95, 96 and get an uptick to 100 miles an hour, that'll be a good outing for Shohei Ohtani.
Do you think less nerves today?
I think he's less nerves today. But again, you're a starting pitcher. You're always going to have nerves, especially the first couple of batters.
All right, well, we're almost time for first pitch, so let's get upstairs to Steven Nelson and Eric Karros on the call today. But it is the final game of the series against the Nationals. In the final game of this homestand, we'll check in with Steven and EK for a game preview coming up next.
Sportsnet LA is brought to you by Carl's Jr. Carl's Jr.'s Sourdough Star is back in the burger lineup for a limited time. Don't lie, you know you missed it. And by Ram. Hurry into your local Ram dealer today for great deals. Shohei Ohtani strolling into Dodger Stadium and then heading out to the mound at Dodger Stadium. You think he's excited to go for his second start? I think he surprised some of his teammates as he exited the dugout quite clear of the rest of the Dodgers in the field. They're like, okay, I guess we're going out. His last start came 6 days ago against the Padres. Just one inning, 28 pitches. He certainly worked up a sweat, EK, as the Padres pushed across one run on a couple of hits. No walks, no strikeouts. Now that's the total line. If you were to try and spin it in a positive way for Ohtani, both hits came with 2 strikes, so nearly put him away. One of them was a bloop, and the sacrifice fly should have been a strikeout of Manny Machado if not for a mischecked swing call.
Yeah, and that's a great way to spin it because you're right. Manny should have struck out. But I think Shohei would tell you that he probably wasn't as efficient as he hoped he would have been through the 28 pitches. And watching this afternoon, I'm going to be interested to focus on him throwing to the glove side. It seemed like he pulled a little, maybe the adrenaline, maybe the anxiousness. But if anything, that's something to watch for this afternoon.
Ohtani says he was not quite pleased with his season debut as a pitcher. Spit up on him a little bit with the mechanics in the arm. It's that glove side miss. A little bit of a delay before his second start. No, it's a pitch clock is not working. We got shoelaces untied for Tommy Edman at second. All right. Dodger Stadium's ready to roll, as is Ohtani. His first pitch to C.J. Abrams is grounded to the right side. Stopped by Freddie. One pitch, one out for Shohei in the first.
Not taking any time to get loose. Freddie does a nice job of getting over there. Gets the ball early to Shohei. Shohei, a little too speedy getting over there to first. Too athletic.
The 2-2. Popped him straight up on the infield. Betts coming in from short. Oh, and he bobbles it. In and out of the glove of Betts. That ball was in the air a long time. The high sky. Two balls, 2 strikes, trying to put Garcia away. Yes, he did. And there's the first Dodgers strikeout for Shohei Ohtani.
Dalton Rushing throws that ball in the dugout. This is one of the things that Shohei, as opposed to throwing against San Diego, Washington will swing the bat. They chase. They go out of the zone. Now, they don't swing and miss a lot, but they will expand.
One strikeout down, 6 to go for Ohtani, and a little handful of years with the Rangers before he was traded to the Nationals. 1-2 spikes away, and Rushing can't find it. Dribbles toward the Nationals dugout. Wood is going to stay at second base, but he's in the scoring position with 2 out.
Went with that splitter again. Now has thrown it twice as much as he did in his last outing. Both of them for balls this afternoon. You know, that was a pitch that early on in his career, Shohei went to it a lot more than, especially near the time right before he went on the IL. He had really dialed back on that splitter.
Looks at Wood on second. Turns his attention to Lowe. Gets a swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts for Ohtani to end his first inning of his second start.